There are so many questions coming into the 2016 ASU football season. Who would be the quarterback? What would it look like replacing 4 offensive linemen? And could the defense limit the big play? Now, we didn't get definitive answers for all of those questions, but we have a better sense of where the team is at after a 44-13 win over NAU. For Chris Cartman of the Sun Devil Source, I'm Jordan Ham. And Chris, we'll start with the quarterback. Manny Wilkins got the start, his first career pass. Struggled a little bit early, was able to show some athleticism, but it seemed like the play calling kind of went a little bit vanilla from there on out after that early interception from Wilkins.
Yeah, a lot of tempo right out of the gate, 20 personnel, 2 running backs. They had the ball moving and things were going well. They scored that touchdown. And then after that, Wilkins threw an interception to a defensive back in the slot. Maybe didn't see him in zone coverage. And then there was a little bit of just kind of them not being in great rhythm subsequent to that. Even though he was 20 of 27, I think, completed the vast majority of his passes. But I think there were missed opportunities in the passing game. And then they kind of constricted things down, shrunk the playbook a little bit. And, of course, ASU pulled away late after only being up 10-6 earlier in the game. Still think that we're going to see a lot more from a play calling scheme and more formations as they get ready for Texas Tech. They probably didn't want to show too much of that on film.
And defensively, they played very well against NAU offense that has some playmakers. They can put up points, but they were without some key contributors, whether it be due to injury or discipline reasons.
So Todd Graham talked about giving up some big plays against cover 3, which is something that we didn't see a lot of from ASU last year or even really in years previously. They've been really a cover 0, cover 1 team. They wanted to play a little bit more conservative zones. They didn't pressure as much to pair with that, but they still gave up some cheap shots down the field, which is something that they really wanted to avoid. Part of the issue that they had was not having 2 of their key communicators on defense. That's Laio Mokiola playing the bandit safety and Salamo Fizo at linebacker. So in light of not having those guys and then returning starter Viliami Latu at nose tackle, I think they did okay, but they're going to have to improve significantly from week 1 to week 2.
A game early in the season against NAU, they were able to pull away, get some of the younger guys some reps. Also, N'Keal Harry got the start. You know that Todd Graham isn't afraid to play some true freshmen. What did you see out of that younger group?
Well, just the fact that N'Keal Harry's out there starting his first game, that's rare air, especially as a receiver. You have to go back probably to like Derek Hagan to get a guy who played early as a true freshman. And there was a little bit of uncertainty from Harry early in the game, but then he got kind of more into a flow. He caught that bubble with 2 tight ends out in front of him for his first touchdown. Seemed pretty excited by that. We saw Robbie Robinson out there in nickel coverage on defense as a true freshman. And then a couple other guys got a little limited reps. Cole Cabral was a snapper. And then they had Kyle Williams out there with the second team, and he was on one of the special teams units. I think it's a good freshman class, but it's probably also a good thing for ASU. They don't need too many of those guys right away.
Now Arizona State focuses on Texas Tech, big play offense. They're known for the air raid. It's going to be right here at Sun Devil Stadium. What's the big X factor you're seeing out of Arizona State with this next week?
You just can't give up big plays, and Texas Tech has a tremendous capability in the passing game. They're going to slant you to death, and then they're going to throw these deep fade shots down the field. ASU was in position on a lot of these plays, but guys were beat in 50-50 balls, or just the ball was maybe located well. But NAU they have a talented passing attack, but not nearly what we're going to see from Texas Tech next week, and so that's really what I'm focused on.
There you have it. Arizona State kicks off their 2016 season with a win over NAU, 44-13.